Hey, I'm Billy. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. So, I'm going to have a shave, obviously. I don't think I've made a single video. I may have made one or two videos that didn't involve a shave, although we're probably about shaving in some way. Anyway, I'm going to use a fresh Lord Platinum blade and my Yaqi Mellon head on a Yaqi handle. Yeah, so I'm going to try sticking with more like milder shaves and maybe not even do 3 passes. I might just go back to what I used to do in the very beginning on this channel, which was milder razors, smoother blades, 2 passes, because my face is not liking the more aggressive stuff at all. Not over the long term anyway. So I'm going to use my Omega boar hair brush. And this is a mix. I just call it outdoorsy, but it's a mix of like different Stirling soaps. So there's like some Varen in here, and God, I don't know what else. I want to say Varen, Gatlinburg, Coniferous, and there might be, I don't remember. There may be a Talbot shaving soap in here. Old Burying Ground maybe. I just started mixing stuff together, and I kind of liked the way this mix smells in the can here, the little can that I'm using for this. I do have a little bit of something on as a pre-shave. It's this latherless or brushless shaving cream. It's just slightly cedar scented. So I'm really going for the outdoorsy thing here. Let me get the excess kind of proto leather off of here. Just put it on. I'm just going to face lather. So, as is usual with my more recent videos, I kind of start off saying that life is really busy. But what I want to add is that it's really nice to wake up in the morning not hating your life and not expecting the day to suck. And I can't really explain why I feel this way now, when my usual feeling in the morning is to expect that the day is going to be horrible and that it's just going to contribute to an otherwise to a life that could be so much more. That's been my usual feeling for like the past 30, 40 years. And it's only when I feel good that I realize how kind of messed up that is. But that's like normal for me, right? And when you have that kind of outlook on life, it's really hard to feel motivated about doing anything, right? And when I say motivated, I don't even mean huge levels of motivation that drive you to do amazing things. I just mean like normal, everyday motivation to like not just walk past that, or not just walk past your car knowing that the windshield wipers probably should be replaced, right? But to actually, check all 3 cars that are part of this household, right? And realize that all 3 of them probably need new wiper blades before winter comes. And then spec out which blades you need to buy and then go buy them. Full sets. All 3 cars, right? And that may sound like an everyday thing for a lot of you, but that is unusual for me. to just take note of something and then start acting on it right away. That is extremely unusual for me. I usually would have to be like almost, it's like, do I hear? It's like, start the car. It's raining. Start the car. Turn on the wipers, and it's like, that sounds horrible. Is that scraping? Maybe I should get some wiper blades and then do it then, right? So actually doing anything when you think about it, or actually doing something when I think about it, as opposed to when it absolutely has to be done, no choice, right? That is unusual for me. And for a lot of people that don't have these issues, that'll just sound really weird, right? It's like, but then on top of that, like just doing all kinds of stuff during the day, even like on the weekend, I got so many little things done. Didn't even have to think about it. Didn't have to psych myself up to do them. This is weird. This is weird for me. Feeling like I have not just the energy, but the motivation and the wherewithal to actually get stuff done before it absolutely has to be done, no choice, right? Really, really weird for me. I mean, I'm 50, I say this all the time, I'm 53 years old. Most of my adult life has been characterized as you could characterize it as someone that basically is like just unhappy in life for the most part and never wants to do anything and always puts everything off to the last possible minute. So this is like a huge change for me, and it's like I feel like this kind of every day now. And I'm wondering, is this normal? Is this how most people feel most of the time? I don't know. I've never really felt this way. It's like I like the feeling of not having to psych myself up to do simple shit. Sorry for the language. It's like, like, oh my God, it's Tuesday. Well, today's Monday, but tomorrow is Tuesday. And it's like, lots of times I'd be like, oh God, tomorrow's Tuesday. I got to wake up early and take the garbage out. Or I could do it tonight, but I think my internal thinking about that is, well, maybe a meteorite will, if I do it now, that's effort now. But maybe in the middle of the night, a meteorite will hit my house and kill me. And I will have wasted the effort. So let's not spend the energy now. Let's just wait until it absolutely must be done. Because my base belief is that I only have so much energy and I have to conserve it. Did I just realize something? Because the way I feel now is, oh, I've got energy, let me do it now. But it's not just energy, it's the basic level of motivation. And it's just like, not even special motivation, just a very basic level of motivation that says, oh, you have to live on this world. Let's do some stuff, right? To be without motivation is to be without even that basic level of motivation is to be without life in a way. You don't even want to live. You look at life as an imposition. It's like, I didn't ask to be born. Wouldn't the world be better off without me? And why do I have to do all this stuff? That's the way you think if you have no basic level of motivation or energy, right? Whereas if you even just have just a little bit, it's like every little thing is like, well, that's easy to do. I'll do it now. This is a huge difference for me. Absolutely huge. And for people that have never felt this way, You may think I'm making this up, but I guarantee you that I am not. Well, that feels good. I don't think I've used this razor in a while. And you know what? Every time I come back to these Lord Platinum blades, I really do like them. They're not the sharpest, but you know what? They get the job done. They're reasonably sharp, and to me, they feel really smooth. Anyway, this mix of soaps is working out really nice. I know it's not like I could tell you to go out and buy all the things that are in this, because I don't know exactly what's in there. I can't remember. All I can tell you is that there's some Stirling, probably some Talbot. There might be a little bit of my what I still think of as my magic blue preshave, which is basically just glycerin and it's castor oil, glycerin, blue chamomile oil, tiny bit of tea tree oil. Excuse me. Anyway, so that's the way life is going right now. And I don't want to exaggerate and say like every day is new, it's a new challenge to be overcome. It's like that's not the way I feel. But the way what I do feel is I wake up, it's like, okay, let's another day. Let's get some stuff done. That's like the way I basically feel right now. And it is so weird to me because I've hardly ever felt like this in my life. And certainly not days, weeks in a row. And what's responsible for this? I don't know. I can't pinpoint any one thing. All I can say is it's a combination of things that I've been trying. I started trying to make some changes in my life a couple months ago, and they seem to be adding up. And what I'm also noting is that I seem to feel more resilient every day. It's like little things in the past, like if something happens that in the past would have like just annoyed me and ruined my day. It's no big deal. It's no big deal now. It's just like, oh, okay, that sucked. Well, we'll do better next time, or let's try again, or, which is what I've always imagined that normal people must feel like. And I've never felt like a normal person, right? I've always felt like there was something wrong with me. And maybe there was. But I feel a lot better about everything right now. And I hope it continues. I do not want to go back to being the perpetually annoyed, anxious, depressed, pissed off, low motivation, no motivation, low energy person that I have been for years, decades, right? And you know what? It's not even like I'm overly happy or anything. I still feel emotions. I can still feel annoyed, pissed off, you know, in the moment. And that's, you know what, that's the thing. In the moment, I can be annoyed, sad, pissed off in the moment, and it doesn't have to ruin my day or my week, right? I deal with it, I move on, and I just continue with the rest of my life. You know, what seems like a pretty normal fashion, but is unusual for me. I don't know how else to describe this, right? It's also weird to me that I actually have. To call the way I felt before as lacking motivation doesn't even really do it justice. I think the better way to describe it would be a state in which everything that needs to be done is an imposition upon your existence. It's like, oh God, why do I have to do that? Why does it have to be done now? Can I put it off? Why do you need this now? Why are you always asking me for this? Can you, that would have been my default response, or at least mentally, internally. That would have been my default feelings about any kind of thing. And to me, that was just normal. Anyway, and also, it's not like I'm constantly driven to get things done either. It's like I'm actually taking time. So I've done enough now. Let me do this for a while. I'll watch an episode of a TV show. And then I'll stop and I'll get back to doing other stuff. It's like, that's not the way things would have gone before. I would have started watching a show instead of doing something that I needed to do. And then I would allow myself to get so sucked in that I couldn't stop, and I would binge watch the whole dang thing. Right? And let's say it's a show with many, a season of episodes. After each episode, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling that task right now. Let me just watch another episode. I'll feel better, and then I'll go do it. And then next thing you know, I've watched 13 episodes. It's like, oh, well, it's nighttime. Can't do that now, right? Got other stuff I got to do. And imagine carrying on like that for days in a row, weeks in a row, months in a row, right? But then getting to a point where everything you do that's not work starts to make you feel guilty and feel depressed, and now you can't even watch anything that you want to watch. It's only like incidental stuff. I've talked about all this crap on the channel before, so I won't rehash it, but being able to choose when you know what, I don't even feel like I'm wasting time anymore. Like, even when I'm not doing something to get, to specifically to get something done, it's like, oh, okay, well, I got some stuff done. Now I'm going to go watch a show, or I'm going to read some, spend some time reading or whatever. Previously, I would have considered all that to be wasted time. I don't even think about it that way anymore, because I'm getting stuff done, on either side of that block of enjoyment time. Now I think of it as like, oh, let's take a break. Let's do this other thing instead, because I know I'll be able to get back to doing what I need to do, supposed to do, afterwards. And I won't get sucked into spending the whole dang day doing this other thing. I think I'm talking so much, I'll let everything dry off. And my face doesn't really like that. I think I saw a weeper or two under there, right where I just, right where I just did those last couple strokes, where everything was really dry. So this is what my life is like now, and this is the way I hope it'll stay. I do not want it to go back to what it was before, because that was just, when I think about it now, it's like I barely even believe it. And it's pretty miserable to exist the way I did. It wasn't good for me, it wasn't good for my family, it wasn't good for, work, my future. But what I find really nice about the way I feel now is that I don't hate my life. I have things that annoy me, but those are just things, not my whole life. Yeah. Okay, not bad, reasonably smooth. Oh, it had been about a day and a half since my last shave. I don't think I'm even going to bother with touch-ups. Just checking under my nose there, real quick. That's good enough. I don't need any more than that. Okay, so let's do the alum, see how this feels. Not bad. You know, I think this shave could have been a little smoother. I think the last shave I recorded was with a fresh Lord Platinum blade and a King C Gillette razor head. And that may have been 2.5 passes, and I think it felt more comfortable than this. So, I still like this razor head though. And, you know, usually you can get this exact thing from several different vendors. Right, it's just, they call it different things, but it's basically just a double open comb, right? It works well. I do like it a lot, and it's very inexpensive. Usually I think you can get it for about 10 bucks. You can also order it directly from Yaqi on AliExpress for also for about 10 bucks, but then you gotta wait. Anyway, yeah, overall that shave felt pretty reasonable. And how did I stretch a 2-pass shave in this almost, well, yeah, because I talk too dang much. But at this point, I'm not sure anybody that's still watching is really watching for the shaves so much. Right? The shave is, you know, the shave is part of it, I guess. But really it's about the talking and the ideas, if they're worth hearing. I was thinking about something. I think my last video, I said something about I was thinking like my new personal motto would be something like balance I wanted to live my life with balance and intention. And I think I want to add one more thing to that. And it's based on the idea that you just keep, not only is your life balanced and that you haven't, you know, you're choosing what to do or not to do, but that based on whatever kind of long-term idea you have for your life, you're always kind of moving towards it. There's always some kind of momentum forward, right? Towards whatever it is that you're, or, you know, whatever it is you think you want to reach, right? There's always some forward momentum propelling you in that direction. So I think that's what it's going to be. Balance, intention, and forward momentum. I think that's the key for me to be happy in the long term. And when I say happy, I mean really, truly happy, not just satisfied for the moment or amused or, you know, whatever. I mean fulfillment. Fulfillment, satisfaction, all that. Living a good life. Trying to reach, you know, something that you personally consider to be a worthy, valued goal. And feeling good about it along the way. Not being driven by obsessions, compulsions, or, you know, any, it's like you choosing you choosing what the future should look like, and then just achieving it on a daily basis. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you want to. And yeah, I appreciate it. Take it easy. Enjoy life. I keep thinking I should say something else, but I don't think I want to. So anyway, bye.